Urban Decay Brow Blade, Urban Decay Brow Blade, Urban Decay Brow Blade, Urban Decay Brow Blade, Urban Decay Brow Blade. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And yes, there is a right answer, girl. Good afternoon, guys! Welcome back to my channel, and I have been gone for a week because, baby, I took a little bit of a break. My mom and grandmother came over last week, and we went to Destin Beach, social distancing on the beach. We were like way spread out apart from other people, and it was really, really nice respite of relief during this like kind of chaotic time that we're living in right now. But I wanted to let you know, girl, today is Saturday, the election came out, the election results, girl, and Biden and how do you say her name? Kamala Harris, girl. They are the president and vice president-elect of the United States of America, the 46th one, I believe. And I am so happy. It feels like a weight of relief has you know those weighted blankets? I feel like that's been over the United States for the past like 4 years, since 2016, and now it's been finally lifted off of the US, and I feel like we can actually start making some actual progress again. So yeah, so I've been at my job. This past week was the first week I was taking calls. It's a lot. I thought I knew multitasking, girl, until I started this job. This is true multitasking. I have like their account pulled up, I have their name, I have their information, I have like all of the stuff that's happened on their case before, and this, and Word documents, taking notes, and then like and then communicating with my shadower, making sure I'm doing the right thing, and then emails, and I'm like doing all this at the same time and trying to keep track of everything. So it's a lot, but I do enjoy helping the customers, and there's nothing better than getting off the phone with someone and before you let them go, they say, I just want to thank you for being such, you know, a patient and understanding person going through this process, because not everyone goes into a marriage wanting to get a divorce. The majority of them don't, and then it ends up in child support, you know what I mean, most of the time. So I love getting the calls where like I was able to solve their problems and actually genuinely help somebody out and make them think that, you know, we are on their side, and all we want is to make sure that the child gets the proper amount of funding that was ordered by the court, you know. So yeah, so it's really nice. I enjoy it. It's a lot, but I do enjoy it. So yeah, I'll probably have more updates later. I've had some crazy customers and stuff like that already, but I'd say 95–97% of my calls have been absolutely fantastic. Today, I don't really have any idea as to like what I'm going to be doing, but I don't know, like in terms of the blues, in terms of greens, in terms of reds, in terms of pinks. I don't want to do no pink though, girl. No pink today, not for me. I did a blue look last time with green on the bottom. Girl, look at this. This row is calling my name. Like these mustardy oranges and like yellows and the brown at the bottom. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do my brows, because, I mean, I always usually do that. And the only thing, if you want to know what I use for my brows, it's the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and I'm almost out of it. I was at Ulta literally today getting some Ordinary skincare products, you know, the Ordinary, the brand, and I can't believe I didn't buy another Urban Decay Brow Blade. Where is she at? I'm almost out of the pencil part. Okay, here she is. Yes, the Urban Decay Brow Blade. That is, say that 5 times fast. Hey, I did it. I'm going to be using this for my brows, and then the concealer to outline and prep my eyelids. For the eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Honey. I like this one because you guys know I'm all about doing a concealer shade that's literally my skin tone, maybe a little bit warmer in terms of the undertone, so it really I can use less product to cancel out my dark circles. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do my eyebrows off camera, girl, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am back. I just went ahead and did my brows off camera, as well as this eye here. As you can see, my brows, I'm doing this thing where I like do this, dip it down, and then come back up. I'm trying it. I usually do it anyways, but I did it in more of an exaggerated way. As you can see, it's just like, and then like that. I'm just trying it out. But this is what the eye we're going to be doing today. It's very cool. So it's kind of like a semi-cut crease, but I didn't use concealer to cut the crease. I just used a packer brush with a shimmer shade, and then put a brown eyeshadow on my lash line and just kind of did like a half of a wing to really pull the eye out. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So personally, I dipped in to 3 palettes for this eye. I know you're like, it looks like browns and just a yellow. Well, there is a yellow around blending the browns out. I used 2 different browns. I used the one from the Lexus Stone palette, and then I used one from the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is this one right here, this deep chocolate brown. And then I used the James Charles palette, the shade Canvas, to just do my brow bone. I kind of like wanted a little bit more something to go on the brow bone to brighten it up a little, and that's a little trick that I do if I ever over blend my eyeshadows onto my brow bone and there's like no highlight area on my brow bone anymore, it's just eyeshadows. I take James Charles palette and then I take this shade up here. It looks pure white, but it's not. It's got like a very pinky tone to it. Or like a beige tone, like a beige skin tone to it, which is why it's called Canvas. And I put that on my brow bone and it really just kind of brings everything back centralized onto the eyelid instead of having it blown out everywhere. First, I'm going to go in with the Morphe M514 brush. Love this brush here. And I'm just going to take that Alexis Stone palette and then dip into that, the darkest like mustard brown down here in the bottom right hand corner, and then just start sweeping that really through the crease. And start sweeping it through the crease. So where's my mirror? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And yes, there is a right answer, girl. Okay, I brought you guys in just a little bit more. Girl, that brow is like... Alright, so I just go right here in the crease. And I like putting the mirror down here so I can look down into the mirror and then place it exactly where I want to place it in my crease. But have you guys heard that new song with, well, it's not new, it's a mashup of Miley Cyrus's Midnight Sky and The Edge of 17 by, of course, Miss Stevie Nicks. Have you guys heard it? Because it is, in the very beginning I was skeptical. It was like, you know, this Edge of 17 guitar, kind of like the 16th notes, but then ding 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 ding. The Midnight Sky, I was like, this kind of sounds dinky like sounding. And I didn't know, but when they started singing, they kind of sold me on it. So, and now that we kind of got that through the crease and that's defined our crease even more. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I just kind of keep adding this into the crease until it gets a little bit more dark. And then once I reach the maximum opacity for this color, I'll switch to a more precise brush and go into that Jaclyn Hill, like really dark chocolatey brown. Now I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques Essential Crease brush here, and then go in with that Jaclyn Hill chocolatey shade, and that, it's right above the black in the lower right hand corner, and then just really tight line right into my crease. Try to keep this in your crease as much as possible, and then we can go in with our M541 brush without any more product on it and blend it out. Time to go get my chicken nuggets out of the oven. Now we're going to go in with that same brush we used earlier for the first color and then just blend out that brown just ever so slightly. Remember not to do it too much because we are going to go in with a yellow color on an M441 brush like this, and it's the yellow color on the very top of the Lexus Stone palette here. And you might be thinking, oh my god, that is bright fluorescent yellow. Well, on camera it looks like that, but actually it's not like that. It's more of a mustardy yellow. It has more of warmer tones. I don't know how to explain it. It's not as fluorescent as it looks in the pan. So. And I go right along the lines where the brown is and just start blending that into the browns and start blending it out. Okay, so now what I was saying earlier about over blending, that yellow's like all the way in my eyebrow, okay? Which, that's fine. That's totally fine. Don't freak out and be like, I over blended and now it's where my brow highlight should be. Remember, Trust your good old mama. Okay, so right here you take canvas from the James Charles palette and you get a packer brush. And then what you do, watch this, it'll correct it. You go right along that brow bone and it'll bring it right back, that brow highlight, and take away all those places that you may have blended over. Bam, see how that works? Alright, and then now I'm going to take that same packer brush and then go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and dip into this shimmer shade here, and it's called Obsessed. But you go in with Obsessed. These names, mama. When is the beauty community going to change? I'm kind of getting tired of it. Like, I know it's not bad to say because it's my opinion and everyone's entitled to opinion, but I'm like, I'm kind of getting tired of it, like the same old thing all the time, like hearing about the same people that I thought, that I used to love watching religiously, but now when they post a video, I'm just like, Mama, like I'm not into it. And so I'm just acting like I'm cutting my crease with this shade, and I didn't tell you this, but you probably saw me do it, or here's spritz. I wetted it with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. So remember, when I wet my foiled eyeshadows or shimmers, I dip it on the brush and then spray the brush. I don't spray the brush and then dip into the pan because I don't want to have that setting spray mixing into the pan of eyeshadows. This is where the dimension comes in. I'm going to take a very pencil brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 105 brush here. And I'm going to dip into that really dark brown shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette that we used earlier, right there above the black. And I'm going to tight line right into my crease. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see that line between the shimmer and the browns? I'm going to accentuate that line with this pencil brush by very precisely going along that line with that dark brown. And that will make it contrast more and therefore look better in my opinion. Let me go get my chicken nuggets out of the oven because I think they're burning. They were not burning. I got them out right in time. They are cooked perfectly. Perfect. Now I'm going to take that liner brush here. It's just any kind of like eyeliner brush, compact liner brush that's pretty precise, and dip into that really dark brown we just went in through the crease. And we're going to tight line our lash line. So what I do first is I start on the outer part of my lash line and just go as close as I can to that lash line, because this will make your lashes look more full. Okay, see, look at that already. I know it's like there's a little space there, but just with that on, it makes it look more full and more complete. Because if I don't do this with my lashes, sometimes they can look a little sad because my lashes are blonde. And I do not have any color to my lashes, so. Okay, and then now what I do is I kind of start more in the middle of my eye, and then start acting like I'm gonna wing it out like an eyeliner, but don't go all the way out here. Stop right here where your crease goes up, right there, and just stop there and blend it up into the crease. That's where you kind of start bringing up the eye, but also keeping the roundness of it all. Mama, those eyes are done and they are beautiful. Look at that. Yes, I love that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do my complexion products and come back to you guys and just go over what I did, but it's the same thing over and over again. Tarte Shape Tape, light, medium honey, and then the Makeup Revolution foundation in the shade F4. And then I blend that out with a Real Technique sponge here, and then my ever so trusty Fit Me powder in the shade 10, and then my NARS Orgasm X blush, and the bronzer that I use is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Perfecting powder in the shade Sable D2, and then I'm probably going to go on with this Wet n Wild. I haven't used her in a long time, my tried and true. I'm going to go back to her. The Wet n Wild Highlighting Glow Powder, the Mega Glow, in the shade Blossom Glow. And the setting spray, mama, is going to be the continuous setting mist by Morphine, as always. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, eat my chicken nuggets and tater tots, girl, and finish up this video. Okay guys, so I am back. I went ahead and did my complexion products off camera as well as my lips and put on some lashes. Now the lashes that I put on are very minimal because I wanted to give that cat eye effect that I have going on here. And what I did is I took the Ardell 3D Faux Mink lashes here and cut maybe, so the inner corner, I cut like the third. Like if you were to separate them in thirds, I cut the inner corner, that third I took and then put on my outer corner of my lashes. So I don't have any fake lashes from basically the middle of my eye to the inner corner because I really wanted to really enhance that cat eye look that I have going on right now, and I wanted the lashes to mimic that shape as well. And then for the lips, I went in for the lip liner. I need to get a new lip liner. It's not dark enough, it doesn't provide the definition that I want, but it does the job. And I just have to work with it just a little bit, and it's the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Bear here, and I line my lips with that, and then put on the color Champagne by CoverGirl right here. It's a great nude brown lipstick. It's one of my favorites. Makes my teeth look really white. And then obviously sprayed my face with the Morphe continuous setting spray there. Trying to think, is that it? Yeah, that's basically it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you wanted to see, the pictures came out really well. If you wanted to see how the pictures came out, go on over to my Instagram. It's at jsmithmakeup. Wherever you look on social media, that's my handle. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, so it's mainly Instagram and then TikTok. So that's my handle, jsmithmakeup. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm so glad to be back with you. It was really rejuvenating to my soul to be playing in makeup after about 2 weeks of not touching any makeup. So yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in my next week's video. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And welcome to the house. Love y'all. Bye.